London, 1810. The sun poured its golden warmth across the English countryside, wrapping Hawthorne Manor in light and whispers of early summer. Among the roses and ivy, Lady Eliza Hawthorne moved like a quiet melody, graceful, contemplative, and utterly unaware of the gaze of destiny waiting beyond her garden walls. In a world where women were taught to chase titles, she refused to chase anything but freedom. Where others rehearsed smiles and curtsies, Eliza chose silence, and it was that silence that made her unforgettable. Her mother called it stubbornness, her sister foolishness, but the truth was far more dangerous, for at the grand ball of the season, beneath the glitter of chandeliers and the hum of violins, the most sought-after man in England would see her, and forget every other woman in the room. The Duke of Ashcombe, known for his composure and control, found himself captivated not by beauty alone, but by a spirit unafraid to stand apart. In that single moment, the game of society shifted, and the hunter became the one ensnared. Lady Eliza Hawthorne was the only woman who didn't chase the Duke, and the only one he would never be able to forget. If you love period stories filled with emotion, secrets, and impossible love, subscribe to Velvet Tales and live every chapter as if it were your own destiny. The evening air buzzes with excitement as the grand ball unfurls like a rare cosmic event. Crystal chandeliers twinkle above, casting prisms that dance across silken gowns and polished shoes. Eliza stands amidst a sea of gilded edges and perfumed intrigue, feeling like a caged bird among the dazzling flock. As suitors vie for attention, Eliza feels an invisible wall encasing her heart. She watches silently as Lady Evelyn, resplendent and beguiling, flits through the throng, resting her ambitions on Duke Theodore Ashcombe, swept off his feet by her charm. But it is not the frenzy of suitors that catches Eliza's breath. It's Theodore, standing just beyond her peripheral vision, a figure carved from shadows, haunted yet undeniably magnetic. Their eyes briefly meet, igniting a flicker of recognition, a promise of something unspoken. The masks of the evening obscure many, yet the moment remains etched in her heart, suggesting that beneath the scroll of duty lies an unexpected path to passion. As the music swells, Eliza seeks refuge beneath the grand oak trees in the estate's garden, a retreat from the laughter and orchestral grandeur. The moonlight filters through the leaves, painting dappled patterns on her cheeks, mirroring her inner turmoil. Here, among the fragrant roses, she feels a juxtaposition, desire for connection woven with a fierce longing for autonomy. With her thoughts spiraling, her heart clenches at the weight of her solitude, enriched only by the rustling silence. It is in this sacred solitude that memories sharpen, echoes of a past heartbreak that now holds her captive. The fear of vulnerability jolts through her, a haunting spectre that silences her yearning for love. In defiance of the tears threatening to spill, she gathers the strength to embrace her true self, determined to reject the notion of a loveless marriage. It is a pivotal declaration of independence, for within these walls of contemplation, she begins to carve her destiny anew, even amid the shadows of expectation. Rejoining the ball, Eliza wears her most radiant smile, a protective mask veiling her heart's turmoil. Eager whispers circle like moths around a flame, the social game ruthless and demanding. She glides across the polished floor, deflecting advances with a practiced grace, her heart steadied yet aching for something more authentic. Lady Beatrice observes from her corner, eyes glinting with mischief. "Lady Eliza, how fortunate you are to attract attention from all corners," she announces, delight spiking the room with intrigue, her tone laced with jealousy. Eliza meets her gaze, chin lifted defiantly, yet with a hint of sorrow for their competing fates, one paralyzed by ambition, the other constrained by loyalty. As the dance resumes, the orchestral tunes swell, each note vibrating with the tension that crackles just beneath the surface. The ballroom is vibrant, yet it feels like a gilded cage to Eliza, a splendid setting that demands conformity while stifling genuine emotion. She dreams of freedom that dances just out of reach. Under the silvery lull of the moon, Eliza finds solace in a letter tucked within her diary, timeless words that unveil her heart's deepest fears and desires. As she reads the carefully penned prose, a candle flickers, casting shadows that twist and turn against the walls. Memories of a lost love resonate, reminding her of the promises once made and the haunting pain of their demise. The words blend together, speaking of dreams deferred and hope diminished. Amidst the gentle glow, a letter from Theodore surfaces, his words savouring of melancholy and pain, igniting a longing deep within her. Across the grounds, Theodore struggles with the constraints of his own destiny, weighed down by familial expectations and the lingering image of his past. The pages reveal the truth of their wounded hearts, mirroring one another. Eliza's fingers trace the elegant script, igniting a flicker of hope and igniting the prospect of shared healing and love, forged in truth. The following afternoon, while wandering the garden paths, Eliza catches sight of Theodore from a distance. He stands seemingly tethered by invisible chains, his posture rigid yet vulnerable. Spurred by an unshakable instinct, she ventures closer. When their eyes meet, there is a palpable tension, a silent acknowledgement of the yearning that lingers between them. As they converse, she feels walls crumble, exposing raw emotions and unguarded truths. An unexpected breeze rustles through the petals, mirroring the cracks forming in Theodore's cold exterior. He admits the weight of obligation suffocating his spirit, revealing his longing for a love that defies convention. Each word exchanged becomes a thread, weaving a tapestry of trust where vulnerability thrives, guiding them closer together. In this electric moment, hope unfurls within Eliza, filling her with warmth. Perhaps love is not the rival of duty, but a route to claiming one's true self, igniting the flame of transformation within them both. Days pass, and Eliza blossoms like the spring flowers surrounding her, her spirit rekindled by the warmth of Theodore's presence. Together, they ride through the countryside, their laughter mingling with the wind, a symphony of freedom and vulnerability. In these shared moments, the boundaries of their hearts dissolve, revealing the raw beauty of connection that transcends societal barriers. Nature becomes their sanctuary. The horses gallop, the whispering trees, and the sun-kissed fields breathe life into them, offering tranquility amid the storms of expectation. Eliza gains strength. She sheds the weight of her past and embraces a burgeoning sense of self. As she walks hand in hand with Theodore, they share dreams and visions of the future, transcending their family legacies. This newfound connection blossoms into a shared hope that reinforces the possibility of forging a love bound by authenticity, a revelation that stirs the very essence of their beings. Nevertheless, their growing affection creates ripples within the upper echelons of society. Lady Beatrice, sensing the shift, schemes to undermine Eliza, armed with the knowledge of Theodore's vulnerabilities. Subtle whispers and insidious rumors spread, infiltrating their world, sowing seeds of doubt among their acquaintances. The evening of the charity gala arrives with an undercurrent of tension. Can love endure amidst the societal gaze? The music swells, yet Eliza feels a heaviness consume her heart, burdened by the harsh scrutiny of their peers, and fears of lost affection resurface. During a waltz, every delighted laugh feels like a dagger each time Beatrice and Theodore share glances, shadows rising to engulf their burgeoning bond. Each twirl and dip sharpens Eliza's vulnerability, planting a question in her heart. Is their love strong enough to withstand the merciless climate of envy and ambition? As the ball reaches its crescendo, heartache simmers beneath Eliza's mask of serenity. In the far reaches of the ballroom, she finds herself cornered by Lady Beatrice, whose alluring charm belies her razor-sharp intent. "Dear Eliza," she begins, voice dripping with syrupy disdain, "do tell how it feels to latch onto a man not bound by duty. Surely you know he cannot be yours." Each word lashes against Eliza's spirit, igniting a tempest of emotions. She feels the walls of her world closing in, the echoes of despair spurring her into a clarity she had yet to find. It dawns on her. True love can only thrive with trust, untainted by the poison of doubt. With resolve nudging her forward, she confronts Theodore, her heart racing as she pleads for honesty amidst the facade of their reality, the whole arena holding its breath in expectation of how he will respond. It is a moment poised on the brink of either connection or despair, teetering on love's fragile precipice. Outside, the storm brews, a tempest that mirrors the turmoil within Eliza and Theodore's hearts. With the first drops of rain, the world blurs, clarity piercing through the chaos of doubt. Their eyes lock amid the din. Each heartbeat becomes a reflection of their truths. "I cannot deny my feelings for you," Theodore admits, voice steady, yet laced with trepidation. In a rush of broken words, He unravels the shackles of his past and confesses the depth of his pain intertwined with his growing affection for Eliza. As thunder rumbles overhead, the storm embodies their tumult. Yet within that tumult, a surge of raw honesty springs forth. Drawn together by the very nature of their scars, they realize the truth. Love demands courage and honesty. In that electrifying moment, a bond is forged, unyielding against the winds of tradition. The storm becomes a purging force, sweeping away their fears as they open their hearts to the healing power of vulnerability. As the storm recedes, the air feels lighter, fresh with the promise of renewal, much like their spirits freed from the tumult of societal pressures. Eliza and Theodore stand hand in hand in the garden, surrounded by droplets of rain adorning vibrant petals, each glistening like newfound hope. "Can we truly find happiness among the uproar of our families?" Eliza whispers, her heart racing. Theodore's grip tightens, his gaze filled with fierce determination. "Let them raise their concerns, our love is worth the battle." Their vows to face the convoluted paths ahead cement a shared understanding. Authenticity is the antidote to the poison of ambition and envy. The moment hangs suspended, a syllable of connection woven through the air, reminiscent of the very nature blooming around them. In that sanctuary of newfound resolve, they embrace the possibilities that lie on the horizon, their hearts drumming to a rhythm that defies the conventions of their world. When the dawn breaks over Ashcombe Manor, it bears witness to a new chapter unfolding. The tension in the air thickens as Theodore visits his father, Lord Philip Ashcombe. The Duke's stern demeanour casts a shadow over his son's determination. "You must fulfill your obligations," Philip demands, his voice akin to rolling thunder, commanding a legacy formed by duty and tradition. Theodore, emboldened by the bond with Eliza, stands rigid, setting aside years of compliance to embrace his own desires. "Father, I choose to follow my heart." The weight of his decision rattles the very foundation of family expectations, leaving echoes of shattered conformity in its wake. Philip, face lined with shock, realizes that the silent rebellion in his son signals a storm of its own, one that could reshape their lineage. The clash of ambition and tradition rings out, calling upon generations to either adapt or crumble against the tempest of change. Meanwhile, warmed by the lingering rain, Eliza returns to the familiar haven of her garden, the sanctuary where her heart feels at home. Yet the presence of Lady Beatrice brings an unwelcome chill. "How foolish to think you can claim what is not yours," Beatrice taunts, each word shot through with malice. Eliza's heart races as the storm of betrayal threatens to obscure her visions of love. The Duke will never truly choose you. Yet, armed with the realization of her own worth, Eliza lifts her chin defiantly. "I will not cower to threats or speculation. It is a confrontation of wills." A pulse of power surging forth, she recognizes that love's foundation cannot be built on fear or permission, but on empowerment and respect. As her breath steadies, she vows to unshackle herself from the chains of indecision and stand firm in love's truth, propelling her forward even as darkness encircles her. The stage is set for confrontation as rumor and jealousy weave through the delicate circle of the Ashcombe elite, culminating in a lavish banquet. Eliza stands firm by Theodore's side, the stakes weighing heavily upon her heart as they navigate the sea of expectant glances and hushed whispers. Every smile conceals daggers, every compliment is laced with poison. Theodore's hand is a fortress around Eliza's, a shield against the venomous stares of Lady Beatrice and her accomplices. As the evening unfolds, Lord Philip's commanding presence looms, the world spiraling into a whirlwind of tension. Yet when whispers erupt around Eliza and Theodore, igniting doubt and rumors, a flicker of fear threatens her resolve. Instead of retreating, Eliza anchors herself, offering Theodore unwavering support, solidifying their alliance in the face of scrutiny. Together, they unveil a radiant stance of love amid the chaos, promising that their bond will repulse the shadowy secrets that threaten their hearts. Within the embrace of the banquet hall, tension coils tighter as accusations ripple through the air, strategically orchestrated by Lady Beatrice. "The Duke is ensnared by mere infatuation," she proclaims, disguising her own envy in honeyed tones. Gasps circle like wildfire, venomous truths taking flight, tainting the perception of Eliza. The atmosphere thickens, a storm gathering as sworn allegiances clash. Yet instead of lashing out, Eliza calls upon the courage she has found through her blossoming love. "You mistake loyalty for infatuation," she counters, her voice gaining strength. "Real love is built upon truth and mutual respect." In that moment of revelation, the echoes of the past and future collide, and hearts begin to mend. Power shifts within the room, the crowd mesmerized by her audacity to reclaim agency amidst the imperious din. Unwittingly, she unveils the strength of her heart against the weapon of deceit, revealing a truth as unwavering as her love for Theodore. As the tempest of rumors culminates, the emotional atmosphere spills out, mirroring the rain cascading from the skies above. Eliza and Theodore find themselves retreating to the garden, where nature echoes their turmoil. Drops of rain fall like cleansing tears, washing away the facade of control that once surrounded them. Alone beneath the shelter of the ornate gazebo, they come together in that sacred space. "You possess the strength to weather the storm," Theodore whispers, brushing a thumb across her palm, warming her spirit amidst the chill. Emotions collide. Laughter dances on the precipice of tears, as clarity overcomes fear. They embrace in a moment of understanding, two hearts weathered by life but resolute in love. In the embrace of the rain, they realize that true strength comes from vulnerability, that love gifted to one another is a sanctuary they build against the noise of judgment and expectation. When the sun rises again, its light refracts through clouds of uncertainty, painting the horizon in vibrant hues of possibility. As Eliza stands before her father, she shares her revelations, her intentions not to merely settle but to forge her destiny. "I wish to marry for love, not obligation," she declares, the spark of courage igniting behind her eyes. Lord Benjamin Hawthorne gazes at his daughter, seeing the strength that mirrors his own beliefs, rooted in progress and authenticity. He delivers a poignant understanding of love, offering a choice, willingness to fight for happiness, or surrendering to the tides of tradition. "Choose a love that empowers you," he advises, rekindling hope within her heart. Eliza's path blooms under the weight of his words, fueling the wildfire of change that she recognizes, culminating in a new understanding of love that defies the boundaries constraining women's destinies. Amidst an impending storm, the day of Eliza and Theodore's declaration approaches, both families embroiled in secrecy and discord. An unexpected visitor darkens the horizon. Evelyn, the charming socialite, emerges, thick with intrigue. "I bear an invitation, dear Theodore," she croons, concealing the seeds of manipulation beneath her blooming charm. "A celebration of members in high society. I fear this may affect your precarious situation with Lady Eliza." The words hit like thunder. Her presence threatens to unleash chaos. Fear grapples with Eliza. She feels pulled down once more into the clutches of uncertainty. Yet, fortified by the love she has found, she clings to the resolve ignited within her, refusing to retreat. The moment crystallizes. This threshold beckons her to act. Just as secrets seem poised to unravel, she bears witness to how love can combat betrayal, discerning the very nature of heart's truths when steeped in fire. As the day of resolution dawns, chaos swirls at Ashcombe Manor, emotions like gilded autumn leaves caught in relentless winds. The grand hall is a cacophony of announcements and proclamations as audiences congregate. Expectations and whispered gossip converge around Eliza and Theodore. Their voices thread through the atmosphere, entwined in commitment. "I will not be swept aside, nor let our love surrender to inference," Eliza declares, eyes sparkling with determination as she sets forth her wishes. Theodore's hand steadies upon her shoulder, an anchor amid the tumult. Together they exchange vows steeped in honesty, vowing to guard their hearts and pursue love unwaveringly, no matter the scrutiny. In that moment, the power of vulnerability and commitment is laid bare, contending with the system that once sought to control them. Souls entangled against the old fibers of tradition, they rise as beacons of hope to those yearning for authenticity within the chains of convention. In the aftermath of their declarations, the ripple effects of their love stir across Ashcombe and beyond. Lord Philip witnesses the tremors, a bane shared not merely by his son, but by families demanding conformity. As whispers transform into heated discussions, Philip begins to reconcile the consequences of stubbornness against the growing tide. It becomes a daunting truth that tradition must evolve with the times. During a tense confrontation, the once mighty lord grapples with his shifting paradigm, an internal battle waged against the evolution of love and duty. As he glances at Eliza's unwavering spirit, resolute against the gale of dissent, realization dawns. Love forges strength amidst vulnerability. The revelation ignites a flicker of hope within his heart. The walls he built around their lineage tremble, leaving a profound impact on the world surrounding them, calling for a reckoning not only for himself, but for all those who yearn for change. Hours dissolve into days, and the sweet clarion of change resounds over Ashcombe Manor, as Eliza, Theodore, and their kin stand united. Among familiar creatures of habit, the stirrings of new ideals take hold, love becoming the force that transcends societal constraints. The sun casts its golden light, painting the sprawling fields of blooms with vibrant shades of warmth. As their commitment burgeons into roots capable of redefining legacies, Eliza embodies the hope of her heart. As she meets her father's gaze, a connection fortified with understanding blooms. They become allies against the frailty of the past. Together with Theodore, they forge a new journey, one that allows for the reclamation of love, empowered by freedom and authenticity. It becomes a testament of faith, not only for themselves but for those longing to breathe and pursue their own truths, in a world shadowed by expectations. With every passing day, the love between Eliza and Theodore transforms into a narrative of hope, resonating throughout their community. As joyous gatherings reshape the conventions surrounding marriage and familial ties, their bond inspires others. Friends and neighbors alike gather at Hawthorne Manor, where laughter lilts in the air, opening new doors to possibilities. Celebrations become an extension of their heartfelt union, a reminder that love, fierce and unyielding, is capable of breaking societal bounds. The garden, which once cradled Eliza's dreams amid the weight of societal chains, becomes a lush testament to renewal. Blooms of deep reds and pinks burst forth, symbolizing their passion and resilience. In the glow of twilight, surrounded by family and friends, Eliza understands their intended legacy. Freedom is not a right to be earned, but a birthright to be claimed by all, the sign of love transcending all boundaries. As seasons change, the tapestry of Eliza and Theodore's world weaves tales of loving families, kind hearts, and the resurgence of hope. In a world imprinted with their journey, they become champions of authenticity, leading conversations that ignite awareness against a backdrop of old traditions. Their love fosters bonds that bloom anew. Even Lady Beatrice, transformed by empathy, softens on the edges of her once guarded ambitions. A beautiful friendship emerges amid healing and sincerity, bridging understanding where distrust lingered like a ghost. The community thrives with optimism, ushering in a new era of connection and unity, reminiscent of the essence of love itself, a force resonating through an open heart. Eliza reflects on every step of their journey, welcoming the promise that emerges when hearts are allowed to flourish beyond fear. One tranquil evening, Eliza and Theodore share stolen moments beneath the stars. Wrapped in each other's embrace, they engage in conversation about their dreams, hopes, and the legacy they wish to build. With the celestial canopy above, their hearts intertwine. Eliza's laughter dances through the night, highlighting new visions for the years to come. In the distance, the lights of neighboring families gleam like navigating stars on their paths of destiny. I wish to create a haven for those yearning for connection. Lady Eliza's Institute of Learning, she muses, her voice imbued with earnest intent. Theodore rides the wave of her inspiration, sensing that love flourishes in shared purpose. Together we can design a sanctuary where dreams are nurtured, a space that values hearts and minds alike, he responds, a canvas of hope emerging under the starlit sky. Their dreams intertwine, solidifying their bond, their love, an intricate brushstroke painting the future. As the seasons glide into fall, Eliza's aspirations blossom into reality. The Institute, shared with those who resonate with the same yearning for authenticity, becomes a vibrant hub of creativity, filled with laughter and conversations that echo around them. Eliza stands proudly at the helm of her creation, embraced by an engine of inspiration, where women and men together aspire to learn, free from the confines of rigid societal molds. The space burgeons with possibilities, and beneath the crackling laughter of the fireside, stories blend into hope fulfilled, igniting new beginnings. Yet, through the lens of achievement, Theodore remains by her side, an unwavering ally. "This," she whispers, leaning against his shoulder, watching the rich hues of autumn paint the landscape, "is only the beginning." He meets her gaze with tenderness and admiration, understanding that in their partnership, dreams ignite and grow resilient against the tides of time, transforming love's essence into a lasting legacy. As whispers of their success reach the wider community, Eliza and Theodore become known as harbingers of change. The Institute booms with activity, a sanctuary of respect and mutual understanding, aimed at liberated souls hungry for more than mere existence. Yet as their influence grows, so does the scrutiny from distant corners of society. Whispers haunt the corridors once more, challenging Eliza's resolve. The Duke will tire of her ambitions, they say, casting shadows in the corners of her mind. Yet in the depth of night, nestled together amidst the warmth of dreams, Theodore assures her, "Our hearts thrive on truth, not judgment." The echoes of doubt fade into the tapestry of love and resilience they built, turning frail whispers into thunderous applause as their partnership inspires courage in hearts unsettled by societal constraints. Together they embrace, their love igniting the world anew. As they continue to nurture the sanctuary of learning, friendships blossom among those eager to grow, creating an unbreakable tapestry that binds their community together. Eliza and Theodore host evening salons, gatherings of the most imaginative minds, each voice contributing to conversations alive with risk and potential. Under the flickering glow of candlelight, vibrant dialogues spark new ideas, nourishing the seeds of collective progress. Lady Beatrice, now a mentor, champions her own cause, reinforcing the notion that change can begin even from the shadows of rivalry. Eliza acknowledges the warmth of connectivity, the bonds forged through a mutual purpose, inspiring the push toward greater emancipation for women and men alike. At the heart of it all lies the truth that love is not limited but nurtured by shared journeying, a path that paves the way for collective flourishing, stitching hearts together in an intricate dance. One evening, amid vibrant discussions brimming with ideas of progress, Eliza finds herself lost in rich contentment. She wanders into the garden, the sacred place where their journey truly began, where both love and purpose intertwined. Gazing at the garden, teeming with life and possibility, the images of blossoms become an eternal symbol of her emotional evolution. She carries their story within her, threads of hope woven into her heart, knit together by her unwavering resolve. Deliberating a response to the whispers still echoing throughout society, Eliza recalls Theodore's promise that their love will not waver. Realizing the transformative power they embody, both couples forge a solid front, creating a vibrant community fabric that pulsates with progress. Eliza stands firm in her reflection, understanding that love's persistence offers the key to unlocking the doors of prosperity for generations to come. As the year gives way to another spring, Ashcombe Institute enjoys a season of abundant blossoms, hope mirrored in every petal. Eliza begins weighing the future. We can create pathways for all to flourish. Education is freedom after all, she proclaims. Theodore, deep in thought, nods, understanding that legacy forms a bridge between hearts and dreams, an ever-expanding horizon of possibility. To honor this coming tide, they reach out for scholarship programs, sowing seeds of opportunity that ripple through the community. Together, Eliza and Theodore become embodiment of that philosophy, united through unwavering faith in a future that sings of love and aspiration. Hand in hand they tread the familiar garden paths, nudged by the gentle breeze, blossoms dancing around them. Their determination remains bright, as each decision they choose carves deeper into the promise that love, in its purest form, is an expansive force capable of transforming the world. As the blossoming community thrives, the tides of change wash through Ashcombe Manor once more. Eliza spearheads initiatives challenging existing education norms, drawing the attention of potential allies and allies eager to redefine societal expectations alongside her. The camaraderie forged among students becomes unbreakable as friendships blossom and talents are nurtured. Theodore remains steady, his belief enveloping the cause with the gravity of decades unseen. Community members visited to witness this metamorphosis firsthand, sparking a newfound awareness of the power of unity. The dawning light reveals that their love story transcends mere romance. It becomes a shared mission of progress. Each gathering, each triumphant voice echoing through the Institute, reinforces the notion that love, when nurtured, ignites the potential of many. Eliza stands at the forefront, heart alight with a hope that turns echoes into a symphony of transformation. As the Institute flourishes, the repercussions of Eliza and Theodore's endeavors ripple outward, catching the attention of influential figures. Their shared journey illustrates what can bloom when passion intertwines with perseverance. Motivated by their impact, patrons arrive at the Institute offering support and expanding their mission. A splendid fundraising gala is conceived, igniting excitement throughout the community as Eliza and Theodore prepare to celebrate their achievements with the surrounding society. At the heart of the gala's purpose lies appreciation of love's strength and appreciation for those values long overlooked. Guests gather to honor dedication and resilience while uniting young learners burgeoning toward their aspirations. Under dappled lantern light, hearts collide within an ocean of camaraderie, the swell of hope reflecting back to Eliza and Theodore, one moment leading to the next, a promise that binds them and nurtures the very essence of their legacy. Amid whispering pines, the gala erupts into a whirlwind of laughter and creativity, every guest embodying the spirit of their mission. The sounds of joyous heartbeats resound within the hall, as Eliza and Theodore weave through the gathering, sharing smiles and conversation. They relish the transformation that blooms around them, woven together in the fabric of each story born from their institute. Surrounded by a thrumming pulse of art and eloquence, Eliza spots Lady Beatrice, now a familiar face, beaming with radiance as she showcases her own evolving projects. Upset rivals are now allies, Eliza muses, a bittersweet poignance blooming within her heart, each tide of connection a sign of healing and mutual growth. The progress resonates, proving that once fractured hearts can unite through shared experiences, ushering in an age of rebirth within their community. The evening glows with hope, each emotion another stroke on the canvas, a collaboration interspersed with love. The night dances with life, vibrant exchanges flowing like music amidst a kaleidoscope of colors, each voice a reflection comparable to blossoms heralding spring. Eliza, enraptured by the revelry, experiences a swell of gratitude for each heart willing to aspire and grow. The Institute stands as a testament to every exchange. Belief in change begets change. In this space of newfound trust, she embraces the pure forms of connection and authenticity, a glimpse into the vastness of love. She finds herself drawn to Theodore, who stands silhouetted against the jubilant backdrop, radiating warmth and strength. As he draws closer, the culmination of shared visions, he tousles her hair gently, quirking a smile that speaks words unuttered. They blend into laughter, their spirits dancing as one in joy, the very universe bending to their shared bond. Together, they revel in the promise of a future where their love, their journey, unites hearts to forge legacies, highlighting the beauty of life lived through truth. A week hence, beneath twinkling starlit skies, a sense of anticipation hums within the air as Eliza and Theodore strategize the next impact they will make. Education can shape destinies, she asserts, eyes bright with passion. We can reach beyond the borders of Ashcombe. Theodore, inspired by her fervor, animates the vision further. A scholarship program designed to uplift young minds, creating a ripple effect across their countryside. In this sacred space of learning and growth, love blossoms, amplifying voices yet silenced, extending opportunities to those desiring brilliance beyond the confines of previously tread paths. As the garden experiences a revival, Eliza finally understands what lies ahead, an opulent harvest of diversity bound together by love and the promise of connection that each bud tells a story worth weaving. This is their legacy, the culmination of unity in purpose and heart, paving the way to a brighter shared world. As the days drift forth, the narrative of Eliza and Theodore threads through the growing community, illuminating the transformative power of connection. The summer blossoms breathe change, generating a current that embodies a shift in consciousness, reflected in those who walk through the characteristic halls of the Institute. Long-held whispers fade, opening hearts willing to embrace novel ideas. With the corners of society expanding, rejuvenated souls pour into the sanctuary, each one echoing the message Eliza and Theodore envisage. The dynamics reshape the reality of their world, driven by creativity and compassion, a melding of both journeys. Together, they nurture a collective in which love flourishes, lighting pathways for futures blossoming with potential. As they embody dreams with every step they build, the duo recognizes that their journey only begins illuminating possibilities once shackled in darkness, spreading radiance far and wide. As Eliza and Theodore guide a workshop to empower the community's voice, they create a quilt, literally and figuratively, woven by the hopes and dreams of all who walk through the Institute's doors. Each square showcases aspirations, stories of struggle, and blossoms of creativity now nurtured in environments free from suppression. Laughter resounds as young artists draft designs, while older hearts connect through shared histories. Watching them, both Eliza and Theodore realize they are not merely nurturing dreams. These threads embody shared power, each stitch a testament to love's resilience against adversity. The once fragmented pieces weave into one tapestry, blossoming into a symbol of unity, a vibrant piece of art that mirrors their core beliefs. Every tale, every experience lends strength to the fabric of their community, a serene Mobius strip that carries forth their legacy of love, shaping their reality with a chorus of hope. Months blend into each other, a whirlpool of emotional awakenings and growth pulsating through time. A grand festival to honor the progress of Ashcombe Institute becomes the focus, radiant with jubilant hearts spilling onto the estate grounds. Young men and women showcase their talents, each melody a note celebrating the journey forged throughout the year. Eliza and Theodore relish the enchantment of the festival, voices merging into one as they watch their community soar. The festival becomes a heartfelt reminder, a celebration rooted in love, a testament to the tenacity that continues to rise against challenges. All around the garden blooms with laughter, their love weaving together people young and old alike, demonstrating how love can transform lives and, in essence, create symphonies of freedom. Each conversation forms a note, echoing across the sky, lips parted in understanding, unity, and gratitude, explaining that contribution to love ignites a realm of possibility. As twilight settles deep, Eliza and Theodore steal a moment together, having woven through the festival's vibrant tapestry. The world can change through action, Theodore reflects, eyes gleaming in the starlight. We have the ability to help others realize their potential. Eliza nods, emboldened by his words, realizing they are the stewards of that change, the turning tide they once only imagined. With hope bubbling anew, they embark on fresh endeavors, envisioning realms unconcealed, paths illuminated by love's gleam. As sparks of starlight twinkle against the darkened sky, they embrace their journey, an unending testament to the idea that love does not echo singular paths but spirals outward, creating a symphony filled with endless resonances. Eliza's heart carries memories of dreams ignited and nourished, reaffirming the belief that their sparks can continue lighting the way for others. As each dawn breaks across Ashcombe, Eliza picks her way through the blossoms, now uniting her passions in a dance of hope and transformation. The garden embodies her spirit, a vibrant burst of colors igniting joy, a reflection of the unwavering belief that love thrives in trust and acceptance. Her heart, emboldened by intimacy, now recognizes its own power, mirroring the powerful essence of the journey she shares with Theodore. They remain ever entwined as partners, their dreams turned manifest, forward spirits awaken along paths laden with love. In each blooming season and sunlit morn, they sow the seeds of possibility in their hearts and the hearts around them. They place these intentions beneath the protective canopy of the garden, aware that love is no fleeting moment. It is an unending journey, growing through trials and tribulations, expanding into abundant legacies. With every step, Eliza and Theodore dance into the future, their souls alive with the promise of change. The crisp air of autumn seeps into Hawthorne's gardens, casting vibrant hues upon the lush canvas of life blooming around Eliza and Theodore. An annual harvest becomes a ceremonial celebration. It embodies the culmination of efforts, of all the lives touched by love's embrace. Friends and students gather at the Institute to share their stories and talents as the years blossom before their eyes, each one an echo of hope turning into reality. As laughter bonds the gathering, Eliza observes generations feeling uplifted, blooms of happiness swirling amid the bated breath of night, capturing desires rematerialized by the school's mission. Theodore stands beside her, reflecting on how far they've come since their first encounter at that fateful ball. Together, he speaks softly, eyes glistening as he grips her hand, we will plant the seeds that ripple through time. A smile spreads across Eliza's face. Together they feel the embrace of transformation, aware that love is reclaimed through shared dreams and passion blooming in every corner of their world. In the soft glow of the harvest moon, Eliza and Theodore walk among rows of night-blooming flowers. They exude a warmth intertwined by years of growth together, love nurtured through countless revelations of truth and joy. To envision a life where love knows no bounds is our legacy, Eliza muses, glancing up at the shimmering stars that have borne witness to their journey, a celestial canvas reflecting their transformative spirit. Theodore's warmth envelops her as he muses, we are the astonishment made visible. The journey ahead beckons. Their hearts beat in resonance to a melody that defines their vision. They realize their path, the realm of the Institute, changed far beyond their wildest dreams, echoing in the hearts and lives of others long after the harvest fades into memory. As they stand beneath the celestial vista, they are aware that echoes of love are enshrined within blossoming souls, rippling through future generations to forge a testament resilience founded upon love's enduring promise. As winter blankets the grounds, Eliza and Theodore's hearts remain resolutely tied to their purpose and each other. They reflect upon the seasons, acknowledging the cycles of growth that intertwine with their lives. Eliza's fingertips brush against the garnet petals of the flowers, a profound reminder that beauty persists beyond the ephemeral. Within the quiet of winter, they plan for renewal. Their hope each season will cultivate a fresh chapter within their community, emphasizing the transformative hearts sharing a vision. They awaken aspirations by recalling the stories birthed from the Institute, a reminder that shared truths blossom, becoming lifeblood flowing through their veins. Our love is like winter's stillness, Theodore whispers. It makes way for resilience to flourish when spring arrives. Eliza meets his gaze, her heart swelling. She knows the essence of love intertwines with legacy, a promise of blossom, a commitment unyielding even in the most severe of winters, illuminating every path toward rebirth. As the last vestiges of winter melt into spring, new life pulses through the gardens, infectious joy fluttering amid the blooms sprouting forth. The Institute buzzes with energy as new students gather, eager to tap into the burgeoning creative freedoms that define their new narrative. Eliza feels a swell of gratitude as she watches them igniting their passions while nourishing connections among kindred spirits. Initiatives launch to highlight well-formed aspirations, and the community listens to voices demanding attention, leading them to embrace genuine transformations. Theodore stands proudly at Eliza's side, keenly aware that their love catalyzes vision references, empowering change that lingers beyond the confines of societal structures. This course of love ignites strength, he declares, eliciting a cheer from students envisioning expanded horizons of possibility. Together, they embrace these new heights, their dreams, once imagined, now unfolding, inviting self-discovery that dances beneath blooming skies. As time ebbs and flows, the rhythm of life carries Eliza and Theodore into new chapters of uncertainty, filled with promise. It unfolds like a dance, a celestial ballet among their community, learning to intertwine dreams and aspirations with the shared love cultivated in their years together. Every encounter with students becomes a thread woven into the fabric of consciousness, their lives spilling forth vibrant colors of individuality and unity into the garden they nurtured. Eliza reminisces over delicate moments shared at their gatherings, the laughter, warmth, and understanding intertwined, creating ever-expanding circles of progressive thought all around them. Theodore's presence grounds her as they navigate the evolving world. Together they stand proudly before the cornerstones of legacy and purpose, a sign that love never aspires without dreams, rather it becomes an encouragement to nurture growth beyond oneself, transforming hearts into triumphant legacies. Even as seasons wax and wane, the school blossoms into a sanctuary of perpetual growth. Eliza and Theodore embrace the iterations of their journey, expanding their reach with outreach programs that ripple throughout the community. They emphasize that love does not merely harbor identities, but an embodiment manifest in concrete acts of compassion and support, growing beyond themselves. The stories shared become sparks of hope, lighting the way for others who have struggled against the confines of their family's expectations. Each connection formed weaves into the community's fabric, a conscious choice to enrich the lives of others, expanding their legacy beyond the limitations once artfully prescribed. Their influence grows as distant hearts awaken to an unfolding reality, embracing the urgency to elevate empathetic perspectives. A roaring tide of resilience rises within hearts mirrored through their journey. As dusk settles in the Ashcombe region, a renewed energy fills the air. Theirs is a love that flourishes, illuminating the way forward. Each evening the moon hangs high. Its glow reflects Eliza and Theodore's ever-resilient spirits, each heartbeat resonating as a lesson in perseverance. While they guide fellow dreamers, they also delve deeper into newly birthed projects, asynchronously uplifting the hearts of students with aspirations of purpose. The time they dedicated resonates, echoing among generations emboldened to seek change unconfined by societal boundaries. Eliza stands tall yet tender, her eyes steeled with intent. We are the architects of our legacies, she reflects, realizing that true love lies not only in seeking one's happiness, but empowering others on their quests. Their hands, now bound together, become a beacon for others. Amid their shared laughter, they uplift the many, planting dreams in the soil of compassion that will forever nurture the world around them. As seasons transition, blooms blossom anew. Each petal mirrors a dream stemming from love's resolute power. Eliza and Theodore lay down roots in an expanding world, the warmth of vitality reverberating around their community. They continue to strategize transformative initiatives, instilling an ethos of mutual respect and connection in the fabric of education. The ripple effects draw the attention of distant leaders and visionaries who are willing to collaborate with their mission of empowerment. Their commitment to love amid societal turbulence swells, their lives intertwining into a symphony of voices claiming agency. As the winds of change begin to crest, both courage and conviction become intertwined within every heart seeking authenticity anew, a reminder of the life formed through integrity. Eliza, ever resolute in purpose, finds solace in realizing that the beauty of life's journey is woven through love, embrace, and tenderness shared across any chasms, allowing hearts to triumph. In a moment of blossoming recognition, Eliza observes the depth of connection present in every blooming flower. As petals unfurl beneath her fingertips, she realizes that they are not simply components of beauty, but emblems of hope, determination, and authenticity. The beauty fostered generates a newfound resilience to combat the odds gnawing at relationships built on fear. As love transitions into the broader realm of experiences, she envisions a new breed of heart, nurtured through radical acceptance, a testament fueled by collective ambition, guiding not just their world, but any unsure soul craving connection amid chaos. She feels invigorated, her spirit buoyant as she senses their journey expressing itself in every aspect of thriving life surrounding them. Together, she whispers to Theodore, their hands intertwined, we create a world where love thrives. In that warm embrace, their hearts replay the chorus of possibilities born anew, watching their legacy become the garden of dreams stretched toward the horizon. Time dives forward, blossoms usher vibrant skies, and Eliza finds herself enraptured by their perpetual beauty. An empowered vision emerges, catalyzing discourse regarding further opportunities to democratize education. Companies once focused solely on profit now embrace innovation driven by love, compassion, and understanding. The garden flourishes amidst whispers of revolution, where both Eliza and Theodore unite their hearts and expertise to raise awareness about plight surrounding those once silenced. Passion entwines with newfound determination. Each discussion blooms into commitment. Eliza knows their love is vital in this charged history, pushing their community forward. Every encounter illuminates her understanding of resilience, appreciation for hearts intertwined deeper within the shared experiences of humanity. Laughter mixes with conviction, encourages Eliza and Theodore, nurturing their potent legacy designed to flourish beyond conventional boundaries. Architects of their dreams, when transformed by love, become eternal access points embracing challenges. As spring's fragrant air gives way to bright blooms, Eliza and Theodore consider the impact of their endeavors. Souls intertwined glitter with ambition, emboldened to passionately pursue their truths without hesitance. "Love binds us," Eliza says softly, turning to Theodore, who mirrors her determination. Together they deepen the conversations around equality, community and acceptance, unearthing truths most long buried. The seeds they sow invite forward-thinking entrepreneurs into their institute, urging systemic change that shines through human connection. With every shared story, students weave community narratives nurturing bonds capable of resisting external storms. They reaffirm their commitment to foster love that cultivates patience and understanding, a collective voice bringing dignity to dreams once deferred. Eliza, heart buoyant, stands tall, believing that love paves the very way toward thriving choices for all, brighter futures woven together beneath their enduring legacy. As season brings forth fresh blossoms of warmth, the dance of life flourishes across hawthorn grounds, love's echo dances in shared laughter, and a flurry of ideas imparted through affectionate hearts. Eliza embraces the easiness found among friends, an unwavering support nurtured and bred, claiming their authority to dream vibrantly. The halls of Ashcombe Institute buzz with life, pulsating at the intersection of new lessons forged in cherished connections. Theodore reminds her, "Let us celebrate every small victory, they ignite the larger flames." Their partnership nurtures a vibrant philosophy founded on authenticity, a lived experience through love, boldly asking others to define their journeys. Every program established encourages the heart to thrive outside the crumbling walls of tradition and fear. In that essence of unity and love, they recognize that happiness lies within the dance of life, the transformative belief that together they are capable of uplifting every heart toward healing while prejudices fade into the background. Year after year, the intimacy between Eliza and Theodore deepens, a partnership cemented upon purpose. With every bloom flourishing within the gardens and hearts, the community strengthens, an expected surge of interdependence swirling through each interaction. Eliza rests in a serene glade, surveying the fruits of her labor and the joyful gatherings blossoming around her. Each individual life symbolizes the potential for change, she whispers to Theodore, his steady presence grounding her. In nurturing each seed planted within our hearts, we realize our dreams. Their intentions cultivate new programs emerging from spontaneous gatherings, a powerful reminder that all are interconnected. Empathy becomes a flourishing landscape as they tend to the woven masterpiece intimately developing around them, visibly tracing their shared legacy through the unending resilience of love intertwined with compassion. As they continue on their beautifully crafted paths, Eliza finds that future generations begin to shine with warmth, a foundation built firmly under aspiration and accompaniment, unconditional love fluttering at every rhythm. In the heartfelt glow of a gathering filled with laughter yet redemption, she realizes that their love beckons reflections within gathered hearts. They inspire others to seek out their inherent authority, pursuing their passions without compromise. Eliza glances toward Theodore, who gently squeezes her hand, delivering strength intermingling with hope. Their journey embodies the everlasting connection created in each individual, giving voice to dreams entwined with joy, a resonance beyond societal constraints, a gift woven through time. Together, Eliza and Theodore give rise to a legacy that not only yields change, but teaches others about vulnerability, essential to love's metamorphosis, growing roots in a brighter world. A new horizon opens before Eliza and Theodore, the sky merging hues of colors, illuminating the commitment they have ignited. As the seasons unfold around them, they reflect harbored desires mingling with hearts unbound, each yearning for authenticity. Eliza meets with students and neighbors who have embraced change as spring dawns, learning to celebrate personal journeys rooted in resilience and love rather than socially constructed fears. Heartbreak blossoms like flowers in their midst. It is a testament to patience, each flower unfolding like an untold story. Theodore stands steadfast, anchoring love not merely to themselves, but to everyone around them, coalescing an ever-growing commitment, empowering those discovering inner strength. Together they acknowledge their roles, truth-tellers and visionaries, sharing seeds of hope with those still learning to dream, igniting futures capable of breaking through the heaviness carried for far too long. As time turns forward, Eliza and Theodore host a vibrant celebration to honor those who have embraced their purpose amidst the chaos of constraints, a testimony entwined with their journey, evolving into a luminous tribute to love. Together, they weave threads of reminiscence among the attendees, celebrating freedom, creativity, and the unyielding spirit of unity birthed through shared struggles among kindred souls. Laughter resonates, love's far-reaching glow enfolding each heart present. The festival fills Ashcombe grounds, with the resonant energy of aspirations materializing amongst them, dreams taking flight, flourishing in hearts previously silenced. Eliza understands that this moment is a reminder that love unfurls through vulnerability, respiring into each interaction. Theodore speaks a few heartfelt words. "We are bound by the love that frees us," igniting dreams. Eliza's eyes shine, overflowing with the brightness of promise realized, a sentiment shared among all gathered in acknowledgement of their journey and the beauty within humanity. As the dust of the festival settles, Eliza and Theodore find themselves standing on the precipice of change once more. The challenges of tradition loom over them, compelling them to confront their past once more, a test of love's resilience against the tides that seek to drown hope's light. In a moment of intimacy, Eliza draws Theodore close, a deep seriousness settling upon them. "We must confront our fears," she whispers, urgency threading through her tone. Together, they make a vow to navigate the forthcoming storm. They refuse to allow love's light to flicker against mounting pressures. In moments of uncertainty, they understand the profound truth. Love must breathe amidst the chaos around them. It does not dissolve, but rather strengthens their bond. Eliza feels the fire igniting within, recognizing that confronting the shadows of their past holds the promise of renewal, not only for themselves, but for their community to grow together through challenges as well. As the winds of change become palpable, their arms entwined, Eliza and Theodore emerge from behind the barriers that once defined them. Rebecca, the initial rival, now a friend, approaches, offering words of support. "Your vision for change has inspired many, including me," she speaks softly. Eliza feels the warmth of acceptance wash over her, a compass guiding them into a shared experience that resonated deeply with everyone. Together, they strategize, calling a gathering to reclaim their vision united against adversaries. Invitees arrive in droves, passionate hearts forged in connection, ready to embrace an inspired future, bold enough to challenge even the most traditional views. Empowered by love and buoyed by friendships rekindled, the duo ignites discussions, each word affirming the potentials tied to bonds of understanding. It becomes a gathering of vulnerability that not only outweighs fear, but casts it aside as a mere echo, illuminating the strength of love's resilience woven through their shared lives. Theirs becomes a tide that rises amidst the waters of resistance. Eliza and Theodore, along with their newfound friends, push for educational reform capable of rescuing the dreams of countless hopeful hearts. They transform their institute into a beacon of change, fostering dialogue among those once reluctant to engage and broadening the relevancy of their cause. Theodore leads conversations that beckon hands raised amid uncertainty, for change is birthed through courageously reclaiming dreams long suppressed. As words weave together among them, a tapestry emerges of hope forged in love, their journey transforming into a wave of shared voices harmonizing amid the symphonies of heartfelt stories. Their counterparts echo, citing how Eliza's efforts helped them unlock their own potential and change lives through love tangled among rich interpersonal narratives. Emotions burgeon, reflecting a hardened commitment to mold a brighter future, to raise awareness and nurture the souls volunteering their efforts toward inspired connections. As days crescendo, Eliza and Theodore discover the beauty rooted in working together for meaningful change. They recognize the bonds blossom from commitment and empathy, filled with traits synonymous with hope. The hands and hearts gathered around them embody the fabric of their dreams, a testament forged over time, translating life's experiences into transformative energy. They unveil plans to increase outreach, inviting neighboring towns to partake in the movement fueled by love and solidarity. Eliza recounts moments where individuals shifted from isolation into vibrant selves, relishing the warmth that spans across the community, now fortified by understanding. Theodore reassures her, this is only the beginning. The collaboration becomes evident. Their destinies are intertwined, reflecting emergent gifts. From struggle to transformation, their hearts embolden others, igniting a legacy truer as it spreads beyond the grounds of Ashcombe. As winds of change burgeon, the spirit of resilience radiates from every corner of the Institute, awareness dawning upon the landscape where once stood apprehension. Eliza and Theodore summoned the courage to invite influential community voices, to witness the growth engendered by their journey. They gather beneath blossoms weaving colors of hope. Each heart present sings a new anthem. The air thrums with commitment as vital narratives make space for discussion. Barriers shatter beneath the threads of experience and kinship. Recognizing their role has transformed from personal to collective, Eliza speaks earnestly, "Resilience blooms within each of us when love is nurtured. Together, we carry the unfurling promise of tomorrow." Her words resonate in kindred souls, intertwining aspirations birthed through compassion, threading purpose into the heart of society. In that moment, transformation begins, springing into the collective heartbeat of a community devoted to forging a new destiny crafted from love and hope, indelibly stamped on every soul. As the seasons dance, Eliza and Theodore's journey becomes woven into a fabric of unity that empowers countless souls striving for change. The love they foster marks a turning point, a dawning of fresh perspectives, extending invitations to heal. Voices that once felt silenced now emerge, emboldened by the courage Eliza nurtured. Each gathering invites new storytellers, narratives echoing beyond Ashcombe, igniting a revolution only love's persistence can sustain. In those gatherings, they emphasize mutual empowerment, transcending individual constraints while celebrating victories rooted in connection. Theodore thrives in guiding dialogues that foster vulnerability and empathy, allowing intimacy to flourish amid every thread stitched into conversations. It becomes a movement of hearts awakening to a united purpose, a love that binds them together, proving that not only can it weather the fiercest storms, but also become a force that breaks barriers, leading to endless possibilities blossoming anew. As the sun bathes Ashcombe once more, a celebration of love and resilience fills the air. Eliza and Theodore are remarkable witnesses to the transformative beauties they collectively achieved. Students present their journeys painted with hues of courage, tales of triumph weave through laughter and introspection alike. Love waves softly through every corner, the heartfelt dedication held within each voice, serving as a reminder of the hearts that beat for hope. Theodore's presence lifts spirits, confidence radiating from him while standing beside Eliza, a vibrant embodiment of strength and unity. They share stories of overcoming isolation, of belonging born in shared experience, sowing the seeds of community connected through love. In that moment, they realize they are conveyors of a budding ideology, a belief that their legacy composes a vibrant tapestry, enriching lives along the edges of hope, illuminating paths once stood dormant amid fear. As seasons shift from summer's embrace into autumn's steady grip, the gale of progress submerges each life-bound heart into a song of resilience, a legacy Eliza and Theodore embody daily. Through outreach and community initiatives designed to confront fears, break barriers and amplify the voices of hearts yet unyielding, the landscape humming life reshapes into fields of possibilities. Their institute remains an anchor amid transitioning tides, beacons of safety drawing in and supporting growing passions. Together, Eliza reiterates, laying her hand on Theodore's cheek, we catalyze transformation amid the storms. Their connection ignites new visions that augment vulnerability, compelling often silent learners to dive bravely amid discussions. Empowered by each heart discovered through love, they understand the essence of their journey, weaving a tapestry stronger than any disconnect wrought by doubt or tradition, a fabric stitched by souls embracing their identities. With every passing day, Eliza and Theodore stand witness to the garden of love they have cultivated, layers of heart and soul deepening with richness, filled with experiences amid their community. Their natures interlink, fabric overlaps extend while hearts together bloom, filling voids where connectiveness once overflowed. The gardens symbolize renewal, transformation of individual legacies, a portrait born in truth, illuminating the spaces others once festered in fire. They boldly extend their vision toward growth, a tapestry woven thick with possibility, rippling through their effortless commitment. Theodore glances affectionately at Eliza. Our journey becomes a legacy we can be proud of. Together, their hearts illuminate as the garden breathes a testament of love, forged through empathy, trial, and exploration, embodying imagination that becomes formidable forces of change driving progress, emerging in a legacy united, brimming with endless potential. As winter bows, the warmth of hope unveils petals brimming with potential amid Eliza and Theodore's shared aspirations. Drawing closely, they bestow the everlasting promise of nurturing love that flourishes in the garden, initiating dialogues across the community, eyes opening toward aspirations bound in dreams that know no restrictions. They propel their paths ever forward, reflecting upon their heart's purpose, amid whispers of the voices energizing hope within each corner. Their commitment becomes a catalyst, pushing for change seen through acts of kindness, woven within love's innate structure, a bond stamped across countless lives shared beyond measure. Our mission, Eliza asserts with fervor, pursues hearts brave enough to reach for the impossible. Theodore, filled with compassion, nods encouragement, understanding they transform dreams while resonating hope. In this rich tapestry of legacy, they understand their purpose is something to shepherd, the call of countless dreams awaiting to unfold amidst a garden nurtured beyond time. As the new dawn arises, Eliza and Theodore indulge in the exquisite beauty of their journey, recognizing the fruits of a life meticulously lived alongside passionate hearts, pursuing a reality shaped beyond their imagination. The mantle of purpose rests firmly upon their shoulders as they reflect on the insatiable thirst for knowledge layered within their community. We've birthed dreams, yet still fueled by compassion, Theodore reflects, glancing alongside nurturing blooms that surround them. Eliza's heart swells. Their trail paves ahead, a path unwavering, crawling through the tapestry that emerges through each interaction. They hold hands, standing firm upon the foundation they built through love and sacrifice, encouraged by the strength found among their bonded hearts. Together they become creators, menders extending relationships that stretch beyond their borders, sharing the evolving journey where love reigns triumphantly across the landscapes of dreams. As stories unfold within the hallowed halls of the Institute, colorful tales fill the ether as community members intermingle, their laughter punctuating the air. Eliza embraces the spirit of unity during end-of-year gatherings, basking in the warmth fostered through relationships enriched by shared growth. Theodore stands beside her, their bond fortified over time, reflective of an intimate journey reverberating through distant hearts. Each tale joyously cements new memories animated in every voice present, igniting the rising hope carried across generations pleading for connection. Here lies our truth. Love unites, Eliza asserts, glancing across promises exchanged. She feels it, the blooming energy illuminating the very foundation of their legacy. Together they collect those aspirations like petals caught in a storm, each reaching outbound, longing for fresh air. Their illumination composes a vibrant portrait of unity, tied with hope. They embody truth while anchoring love itself toward an unrevealed canvas, glistening in dreams yet to flourish. As the seasons cycle time and again, Eliza and Theodore's journey feels like a gentle embrace that whispers into the winds of future aspirations. Each blossoming flower stands hoping to reaffirm the language of love woven snugly between intertwined lives. Their hearts pulse with understanding, celebrating the responsibilities inherent as stewards of change, together challenging the barriers once imprinted in quiet acceptance. As laughter reverberates through gatherings, every resonating note becomes an invitation to heal amid comforting warmth shared. Our love renews itself, Theodore affirms, nurturing their mission, the realization that nurturing one another invokes a legacy that cannot be tethered by tradition. Reflective moments arise, every heartbeat attuned, the spark of a new chapter emerging from the threads, propelling forth each connection enlivened in memories that graced their journey, inviting expansion woven intricately within their stories toward brightness yet to arrive. As time ebbs, Eliza and Theodore immerse themselves in the spirit of love, radiating through their institute, connecting with the passion-fueled aspirations that continue to blossom. Those who gather now flourish in the exchange of ideas reverberating through the air, as children and adults alike discover their voices, imbued with conviction and strength. When Eliza steps outside, the cool breeze carries remnants of laughter, strengthening the very essence of relationship and community. Together we rise for one another, for the sake of possibilities, she tells her partner softly, eyes shimmering against the backdrop of the burgeoning landscape, embodying awakening aspirations. This journey becomes more than personal effort. They exemplify the beauty of shared moments that solidify bonds woven together, breathing life even into dormant dreams. The colors of community flood forth, illuminating every heart ready to embrace love, every expression a testament to unrelenting strength rooted in resilience, uniting their world into collective hearts. As the last day of the term approaches, Eliza and Theodore prepare to host an invitation for community members to enter, echoing love that has catalyzed transformation across lives shared within the good garden of Ashcombe. This year, the festival resonates with exuberance. Community stories fill the air, invigorated by the voice of aspiration now inflating like a radiant blossom. Eliza walks among attendees whispering affirmations, while Theodore ensures that the spirit of joy thrives in each conversational corner. Yet as excitement mounts, she holds her hand tightly with his, aware that the tide of change ripples steadily into her heart, reminding her the flame of love continues to breach barriers between those pursuing connection. Amid heart-pounding moments, she embraces newfound possibilities existing beyond mere observances. A calamity rich in delight unfolds around them, hope springing eternal, symbolizing resilience, burgeons laden with laughter, nurtured throughout their lives, entwined along these journeys. As the festival unfolds, laughter fills the air, echoing hope and resilience within the grounds of Ashcombe, each soul present becoming a radiant tapestry stitched together by transformative threads, ignited through Eliza and Theodore's journey. They become a beacon of light as whispers evolve into inspiration. Even those once doubted bated breaths rise toward fulfillment. Theodore leads an uplifting conversation, encouraging individuals to envision paths through collective possibilities. Its weight resonates within Eliza as she reflects upon the multitude of lives intertwined through shared inspirations, unveiling a spectrum of connection that tessellates brightly against society's constraints. Every friendship flourishes, replete with promise. As hands touch, belief grows, fortifying their journeys ahead. Together they stand, Eliza and Theodore, within the heart of a community that calls forth new beginnings, breathing life into aspirations rekindled, fueled by the abundant love ushered from the echoes of shared dreams woven firmly throughout hearts now alight. As the sun sinks on the festival, Eliza and Theodore recognize they have become lighthouses of hope, resilient symbols guiding passionate hearts navigating fresh waters across the landscape of yearning. Their roles extend to stewarding both dreams and aspirations, for each thread united, binding souls with resilience woven tightly through history and exploration. Each spoken story illuminates, showcasing individuals confronting challenges in honor of dreams cast aside for fear, only to awaken again through love bestowed among conversations of connection nurtured at Ashcombe's gates. Eliza's eyes brim with tears, joy flooding her heart. She realizes that the challenging tides symbolize pathways yearning to unfurl their sails. Through every voice emboldened, here stands a testimony, representing that love has taken root among those yearning to thrive, nurtured closely by heartbeats harmonizing, ready to venture beyond confines nestled gently by the evolving garden of their shared experience, those who find solace and inspiration together. In the cool embrace of the evening, Eliza stands close to Theodore, wrapping their arms in solidarity, a buoy of strength reminding her how far they've come. She sees not only the festival's success, but the continuation of love's promise echoed throughout Ashcombe. We plant seeds and their roots intertwine within shared stories, connecting us more than we realize, she muses aloud, her heart alight with hope. Theodore smiles, capturing her spirit, aware they continuously navigate shifting landscapes, both personally and collectively. The stories shared spark the wind around them, reminding each soul that blossoming together cultivates endless possibilities, hope born through connection and heart's resilience. This dance, Eliza recognizes, isn't merely their own. It unfolds infinitely among those harboring aspirations long awaited, their narrative intertwined with others, intertwined through love, dreams carried across lifetimes, woven into being. As dusk envelops the festival, the essence of love fills the air. Eliza and Theodore bask in the warmth of every heart ignited, every spirit rising anew. They feel inspired as fresh dreams gather momentum, manifestations of connections forged within the safe haven of the garden, a testament to the strength of unity in diversity. They thread their hands together, determination growing as conversations arise about furthering outreach to encompass even more souls longing for purpose. We invite everyone to partake in love's journey directly. Their hearts matter. Each dream's molded through courage must take root without hindrance, Eliza asserts, a promise woven into shared ambitions they hold dear. Theodore nods, glowing with pride. They pledge swiftly to further their horizons while nurturing bonds that reverberate toward the next cycle. This moment, vivid within their hearts, remains unyielding, a striking reflection of duality that proclaims love, weaving futures destined to bloom brightly beyond any constraints tethered. As night settles softly over the festivities of Ashcombe, the warmth of persistence flourishes. Embers of hope ignite the horizon, whispering their eternal truths. Eliza's heart dances amid laughter and joy, knowing that they embody the very essence of resilience ingrained within every heartbeat witnessed. Each soul gathered magnifies love, arising in transformational voices eager to rewrite their futures, entwined deeply within one another. Theodore's grasp remains firm, his spirit buoyed while cradling this moment, a promise engraved in the collective, a reminder of the fragility and tenacity coursing intertwining deeply within society. Together, we cultivate spaces where love thrives, he says softly, cradling her close under a canopy of stars. It fills the air. Hope bridges generations that remain emboldened, and they understand that even amid uncertainties, the journey reveals a beautiful tapestry capable of transforming lives woven into a fabric of lasting light ahead. Within the sweet embrace of reflection's grace, Eliza feels the blossoming promise of possibilities. Every encounter inspires a blueprint of hope, permeating the grounds where love nurtured relationships once thought futile. This legacy transforms not just our paths, but those of every heart traversing this landscape, she whispers, her fingers lacing with Theodore's. They rise with unity, ready to embrace the vibrancy igniting their world, eyes sparkling with dreams, once hidden under waves of uncertainty. Enveloped within warmth and friendship, stories converge between generations who strive to recreate futures, hope blossoming where silence once engulfed. Together they build walls of support fostering renewed commitment, taking root in the foundations of growth longed for, a collective action birthing authenticity. Imprinted in loving whispers, shared under the serene embrace of night, they embrace their roles, evolving into stewards capable of nurturing love woven expertly amidst fabric, bound together by truth. As dawn welcomes a gentle sun, Eliza and Theodore rally together once more, reinvigorated by love's ever-persistent embrace, a testament that remains unyielding against contrary tides. With happy memories from the festival warm against their hearts, they discuss fresh plans to propel the Institute's mission further, shaping paths yet unthought of through unbreakable bonds forged from each story lived. We must remain fosterers of endurance, Theodore insists, reflecting on every heartbeat guiding them. They embrace their fresh sparks of aspirations as relentless growth resonates within their community. Together, they understand that every shared encounter emboldens love and nurtures dreams that beckon at dawn's light. Our legacy finds strength in leading aspiring hearts toward new horizons, Eliza affirms, knowing their journey will continue to spark transformation, igniting every aspiration to bloom brightly, ready to unfurl against the world, courageous always, revealing its endless colors amidst the vast tapestry of life. As days blend into one another, Eliza and Theodore's purpose pulsates through the heart of Ashcombe, each heartbeat echoing the love they've cultivated within their community. News of their achievements ripples through neighboring towns, inspiring gatherings and dialogues surrounding the dreams ignited beside them. While their impact reaches far and wide, they remind each participant, love binds all lives intertwined, creating an enduring legacy through unyielded aspirations and hope. Eliza finds happiness in the flourishing of each dream surrounding her, growing like flowers whispering encouragement as students showcase their achievements formed within the nurturing embrace of the Institute. They stand, hand in hand, resolute. You and I are champions, fortifying not only their futures but also the very spirit of those they inspire. Every encounter blossoms with joy ignited within kindred souls. Together they create footprints, leading forth into a wider world filled with light and hope, waiting to be awakened among passionate hearts committed to change. As the seasons shift once more, Eliza and Theodore's narrative closes with joyful anticipation, their journey transforming into a canvas painted with love, resilience, and relentless possibilities, emboldening hearts across the landscape. Gathering once again in a celebration of the fruitful seeds they planted, the community unites in gratitude, everyone's diverse stories intertwining under the radiant hues of spring blossomed through love's nurturing grace. Together, we establish a legacy brighter than any imagined. Eliza smiles. Her proclaiming words resonate like music, each voice contributing to a grand symphony of dreams fulfilled. Theodore, brimming with pride, places his hand over his heart. Love becomes the very foundation upon which we build futures, he affirms, knowing their bond stands resilient amid time's passage. In this moment, they gaze upon the garden life around them. Each flower reflects their legacy, blooming vigorously with the shared stories, love perpetuating transformation evermore. As we reflect upon Eliza and Theodore's journey, we learn that love, when nurtured with authenticity and courage, transcends barriers and breathes life into the dormant dreams waiting to unfurl. Share this story with someone yearning to believe in the strength of love's embrace. Remind them that when hearts unite, anything is possible.